Another common connector is using the word not. This means that the first word will be in the case, but the search engine will eliminate all of those other cases that include the word that follows the word not. For example, a search that has burglary and then the word not followed by the word dwelling will include every case that has burglary, but also does not include the word dwelling. That will produce fewer results and be more helpful to you in your search. Finally, if you're looking for a specific phrase, you can put quote marks around that phrase. For example, if you want to find the exact phrase recreational vehicle, you would need to put quote marks around that entire phrase. In that case, the search engine will find the cases that have that exact phrase. If you don't use quotation marks, all of these different databases will assume different types of connectors. For example, if you don't use quotes around recreational vehicle, Google would find either of those words in the cases. Westlaw will also do the same. They'll find cases that include either recreation or vehicle. However, Lexis will find cases that only have the entire phrase recreational vehicles. Lexis Advance and Westlaw Next will use their own formulas on how to find the cases, and you do not know how they do that. Again, you lose control over your search. To see the different types of results you will get, I encourage you to use the same list of words and connectors in each database. Most often you will get a different list in Lexis Advance than you will in Westlaw Next and Google Scholar. You don't have to use only one connector in each of your searches as well. If you use multiple connectors to limit your search, you're going to get a better search for you. The database will generally read your search from left to right. For example, a search that says burglary and dwelling, or vehicle, or car, or van, not house, or home, will find every case that has the word burglary in it. But it will be limited to those cases that also have either vehicle, car, or van in it. It will also exclude all of the cases that have either house or home in it. This will both broaden the possible ways to think about vehicles as dwellings while not finding any cases that discuss houses or homes. Now let's see if you can do a search for this hypothetical. A bouncer for a bar had several drinks while working. A young man approaches the bar and goes to the front of the line. The bouncer tells him to go to the end of the line. The young person curses at the bouncer, and the bouncer proceeds to punch the young man in the face. The young man later sues the bar. And the question is, can the bar be liable for the actions of the bouncer? Step one is to determine the different search terms focusing on people, places, things, causes of action, defenses, and relief. Be sure to broaden terms and find analogous and similar terms. So let's think of some ideas now. At this point, just remember to brainstorm any potential ideas and don't limit yourself. So a list could include, among other things, bar, club, dance club, nightclub, employer, employee, assault, liability, bouncer, alcohol, respondent superior, employer liability. Now let's begin looking at different searches using these terms. So let's just say maybe we want to see something about employer being liable for the actions of their employees. We can use the words employer and liable and assault and bar or club or nightclub or dance. This will find all of the cases that include employer and assault. The cases will also include either bar or club or nightclub or dance. And let's say we don't find anything relevant. We could broaden the search by not focusing on a bar or club and just simply search employer and liable and assault. Or if you know the legal term already, you could just include the phrase respondent superior in quotes. Remember, you may need to use different combinations and different connectors before you begin finding the cases you need. A thorough job of researching would include many variations of searches, multiple words and connectors. When you begin seeing cases repeated with different searches, you know you are getting close to being done. This should help you focus your online searches a bit more, even when you are simply using a search engine like Google or Google Scholar, or using some online databases like Lexis or Westlaw. In the next session, we will focus on additional search connectors that work best with Lexis, Westlaw, Bloomberg, and other professional sites.